When I was in college, my friend Parker told me that he had been Rolfed. And I was like, what's that? And he explained to me it's like this kind of like very intense massage of your, not of your muscles, but of your fascia. The muscular ligaments or whatever they are. I don't know what they are, but they're not muscles. And it's painful. And it's like a 10-hour thing. You take 10 sessions, costs like, over $1,000. And they basically raw off every part of your body, one session at a time, until you're completely like transformed. And people would say, like after being raw, like they felt completely different. They like connected to their body in a whole new way. They just like, people just said great things about Rolfing. And, I was like, well, I want that. And my dream was to get Rolfed, but, I couldn't afford it for many, many years. And then one year I got a Guggenheim grant and I got $35,000. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to use my grant money to get Rolfed. And so I got Rolfed. And this guy would come over once a week and he would Rolf me. And, it was painful and intense. And, you start with your feet and then your legs and then your, pelvis, then your back, and then your hands, your arms, and then your chest. And when he did my chest, I don't know why, but something happened inside me, like on an emotional level. Like my heart opened in a way that it hadn't. And I suddenly had this desire that I never had before to go visit my dad. My dad lived, like, I don't know, a 40-minute drive away. And I would visit him, but always kind of like reluctantly and with filial obligation rather than any kind of real desire. And I've been doing this my whole life, just sort of visiting my parents out of obligation, but without any real desire. And suddenly, because I'd been Rolfed on the chest, I wanted to visit my dad. And I called him and I said, hey, Dad. He said, oh, hey. I said, are you busy? Can I come over now? I really would like to see you. And he was like taken aback. And he's like, if you want. I said, yeah, I'd really like that. And he said, okay. Can I make you something? And I said, no, I'm good. Just want to see you. And he said, okay. And I could tell he was surprised and maybe a little bit touched. And I went over there. We had really our usual kind of non-conversation, but I just wanted to be there. And I just felt so good about that. And Rolfing didn't change my life at all. My body didn't get like way better. I certainly wasn't transformed in any way. But I did have this one experience of wanting to visit my father, for which I'm still grateful.